Stop what you're doing, because right now, without even realizing it, you are performing habits that are literally lowering your intelligence, weakening your cognitive abilities, and dulling the sharpest parts of your mind. And the disturbing part is this. You think these habits are normal. You think they're harmless. But neuroscience proves they are quietly rewiring your brain for failure. Most people still believe intelligence is something you're born with, fixed, static, permanent, but modern neuroscience destroyed that myth completely. Your brain is plastic, alive, moldable, constantly reshaping itself based on what you do every single day, which means every mind becomes exactly what it practices. And the habits you repeat, especially the mindless ones, are carving deep neural pathways that make focus harder, memory weaker, patience shorter, and thinking shallower. The first habit is digital zombification, the attention apocalypse. You scroll for hours thinking you're relaxing, but your brain is being shredded into 8-second attention fragments. Your dopamine system gets hijacked. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for discipline, focus, and critical thinking, becomes sluggish and overstimulated. Stanford researchers proved that heavy media multitaskers perform worse on every cognitive test. Memory, attention, task switching, you name it. And the irony? They all rated themselves as above average in focus. That's delusion created by dopamine burnout. Then comes sleep neglect, the modern form of slow brain suicide. You think you're grinding by staying up late, but one night of poor sleep drops your cognitive performance to the level of someone legally drunk. Your hippocampus shrinks. Your emotional system goes haywire. You accumulate sleep debt that destroys long-term memory and decision-making. High performers guard sleep like treasure. Low performers treat it like it's optional. Then there's instant gratification addiction, dopamine on tap. Every swipe, click, snack, notification, and shortcut rewires your brain to crave quick hits instead of real progress. The famous marshmallow test showed that people who can't delay gratification struggle later in life because their prefrontal cortex never develops the strength to choose long-term gain over short-term pleasure. And every time you choose the quick fix, you carve the neural pathway of weakness. You avoid solitude because silence forces you to face your own mind, so you run from it. In one experiment, people preferred electric shocks over sitting alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes. That is how mentally fragile we have become. But solitude is where intelligent minds process ideas, solve problems, and gain clarity. If you can't sit with yourself, your mind is not strong, it's overstimulated. Then comes the listening deficit. You don't listen, you wait for your turn to speak. And real listening requires holding complex information in your mind and processing new perspectives. That's mentally difficult, so lower intelligence avoids it. Intelligent people learn from everyone. Lower minds assume they already know enough, which guarantees they never learn anything new. The next habit is conversational autopilot, living in the shallow end of ideas. If small talk is your entire social world, psychologists call this a low need for cognition. You don't enjoy thinking deeply. Intelligent people crave discussions about ideas, possibilities, and meaning. Shallow minds stay surface level because depth requires effort. Then there's reflex rejection, the instant, "that's stupid" response. It's not wisdom, it's laziness. Intelligent people explore ideas first, then judge. Lower minds reject ideas instantly because thinking is tiring. After that comes loud confidence with zero substance, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less someone knows, the more confident they feel. Truly intelligent people say "I don't know" because they're not scared of looking ignorant, they're scared of staying ignorant. Cognitive rigidity follows, the inability to adapt, update, or change mental models. "That's not how we do things" is the battle cry of a shrinking mind. Intelligent brains evolve when reality changes. Weak minds cling to old patterns because change requires thought. Next comes conspiracy comfort, cognitive junk food. Conspiracies offer fast, simple, dramatic answers without any need for evidence or critical analysis. Smart minds tolerate uncertainty. Weak minds need certainty, so they grab whatever explanation feels exciting. Then we hit magical thinking, lucky charms, superstition, astrology telling you how your day will go. Every time you choose superstition over evidence, you train your prefrontal cortex to shut down. You replace logic with fantasy. Then there's instruction worship, blindly following rules even when reality contradicts them. Intelligent people use instructions as guidelines. Low intelligence follows blindly because independent thinking is exhausting. Identity by algorithm is next. Your personality changes every month depending on the latest trend. That's not identity, it's psychological erosion. Then there's gaming without growth, not the gaming itself, but the refusal to reflect, adapt, and improve. Time invested does not equal growth. Reflection does. And the final habit is trend chasing, doing whatever everyone else does without asking if it aligns with your values. That isn't expression, it's fear of being left out. Now here's the brutal truth. Low intelligence is not genetic destiny. It is the compound interest of terrible habits repeated for years. But the good news, the reason you should not give up, is that neuroplasticity works both ways. The same habits that destroyed your mind can be reversed. The same brain that grew weaker can grow sharper. The question is simple. Will you keep these habits and stay stuck, or will you face the uncomfortable truth and rebuild your mind from the ground up? If you're ready to confront the psychology everyone else avoids, subscribe to the Knownsense, because here we don't sugarcoat the mind. We sharpen it.